Hey everyone, welcome to 5 More Minutes, the show where two friends relive their childhoods, or in some cases, learn about everything they missed out on. I'm Kendra.
And I'm Scott.
Okay, are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
What did the green grape say to the purple grape?
I have no idea.
Breathe, dang it, breathe.
Wow.
Mhm. Um, how much does a chimney cost?
I don't know.
They're on the house.
For free?
Did you hear about the kidnapping at school?
I did not.
It's fine. She woke up.
Ah,
My husband asked me to stop playing Wonderball on my guitar. I said maybe.
that's it.
Yeah, that's my favorite one. I wanted to end on that one.
Gotcha.
You know, like
wow.
the word, the
Yeah.
the lyrics.
Yes.
Wow,
I understand.
I stuttered really bad right there.
The lyrics. You're just rapping.
Yeah, I'm a big rapper.
Really?
Yeah,
What's your rap name?
K-Dub.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
put that in your juice box and suck it.
Rude.
Keaton and I played Call of Duty earlier because I asked him if he wanted to hang out, and then I didn't feel like leaving.
Wow.
And when I texted him, it was 1 p.m. and he was like, honestly, I'm already really high, so you can come here if you want. But I was at the gym, and then after I got home, I was like, I don't really want to. Yeah.
He's doing his day right, I guess.
Yeah,
huh?
and then in the middle of us playing, he went and smoked more. And he was like, you could come here and get weed if you don't want to go to the store. And I was like, well, I still have to leave to do that. So
That is true. That is true.
yeah.
Sounds like quite a day.
But we were getting bad matches because I think at like 3 p.m. all the good people are playing. Plus, like
Yeah.
on the other side of the country, that's like after work.
And it's summer vacation, so all the kids are on. All those kids left destroying people.
Yeah. Probably a good thing we don't play with the normal game chat.
Oh God. The other day I played by myself and I forgot that it just defaults to game chat when you do that. And like I heard people talking, and I was like, oh God, I forgot how bad this was. I have to mute everybody.
Yeah, because yikes.
Yikes indeed, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Did you have a good 4th of July weekend?
It's all right. It was busy. Kind of crazy. I was not as productive today when I got back as I wanted to be.
What time did you get back?
Like noon. So I was able to do some work calls and do some emails and stuff, and I was like so exhausted. I don't know if it's from the allergies or what it's from, because I actually got quite a bit of sleep last night.
I really think I need to go to the doctor and get my like nasal passages tested or something. I was also like looking it up, and you can have like exercise induced asthma that's like caused by allergies. Because like I'm not like stuffy when I take like my medication, but I still can't breathe.
Yeah.
It's like I'll try to take a deep breath, and it's like the air is like incapable of like I don't know.
Getting all the way through.
Yeah, and it's not like I'm out of shape because I like work out, But like same thing when I was hiking. I don't know. I just hate going to the doctor.
For sure.
It's not,
Doctors are no fun.
not lit,
Not lit at all.
Unless you go to the doctor and they give you like medication that makes you high, and then it's lit.
Oh, they give you actual drugs?
Yeah.
They're like, here, have fun with this.
Since we don't have that much planned, we could talk more. Who cares? When we went to or not when we went to, when I had my appendix removed, because like we were in the Toucan, so like, and no one believed me. They were like, oh, it's because you ate a pizza pocket from Jackpot. And I was like, this does not feel like my stomach.
Right.
So when we went to the hospital in Dayton, because that's the closest thing, They thought that I had some weird like flu that was going around in like June because it was like right after school let out, I think.
Yeah.
And they gave me this like cocktail of drugs in a Dixie cup, like liquid. It was nasty. And then since my parents had to drive me from Dayton to Walla Walla at like 10 p.m. at night, they gave me morphine before we left. That was great.
Ooh, that's pretty fun.
Yeah. Because like I think I had my appendix removed at like 1 a.m. Like I fell asleep while they were pushing me into the operating room. Like I don't even remember like plus I'd already had morphine, so I was like, you know.
Yeah, you were already out of it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Because I remember feeling like I could get out of my dad's truck on my own and then like almost falling. And I think
that'd be something.
I think he had his white one with like the half doors, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, good times anyways. That's my only surgery, so I can't complain that much.
Morphine, a heck of a drug.
Yeah. And I only took like the medication like once. They gave me like hydrocodons or whatever, probably. I don't know the difference, but one of those. I do remember like leaving some weird like Facebook comments that made no sense because I was like high. Like I think
when people are high, they should just be like, we shouldn't have Facebook.
Well, it was like 2008, so like
yeah,
it wasn't even like Facebook is like what it was today, you know. But I think I commented on like a post of like Jennifer's sister, and then one of my sister's friends from church. But I remember like seeing them comment back and being like, "What I said doesn't even make sense."
Are you okay? Are you having a stroke?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something.
But man,
always fun.
That was when I realized how much you use your abs for things that it doesn't feel like you're using your abs for.
Yeah, I mean,
because even just like trying to like slide open the window in my room, I like couldn't do it. Anyways, yay for not having an appendix.
Yay! I still have one.
It's like genetic in my family on my dad's side.
To need it removed.
Yeah, I think Sheena still has hers, but my dad doesn't have his. Obviously, Tara doesn't because she almost died. Because hers ruptured, so like not a good time. And then a lot of my cousins don't have theirs either. So.
Well, yeah, sounds like you have a pretty high ratio of people who don't have them.
Yeah, and I guess I technically had stitches when I had my wisdom tooth removed, but since it was partially out, I don't really consider that surgery because it was mostly just me being awake and the guy breaking my tooth. So.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
He was really excited to show me how it went back together. I mean, the sounds were pretty gnarly.
Yeah, my dad that used to be like his thing. He's like, oh, when you go into the dentist and they have to like do stuff to you, because you can either choose like to numb it up or just have them knock you out. So I'm like, they knock me out every time. I was like, I do not want to be awake for any of this. He's like, oh no, it's kind of cool to be awake and hear him like breaking stuff in your head. And I was like, that doesn't sound cool at all.
I mean, yeah, I wish that I would have. I don't remember if I had like headphones or anything. I don't remember for that. I mean, I wouldn't have been listening to anything loud enough to not be able to hear it. I don't mind going to the regular dentist though. Like that doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Like I'll go to the dentist over the doctor any day because they don't ask you weird questions.
True. The dentist I have now is really good, so I don't mind the dentist.
I've had like the same dentist like my entire life, basically. So.
And it's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, when I was like 6 or 7, this guy was doing his like first year of dentistry at the other place we used to go to, and then he opened his own dentist office, and we switched. So I've been going to him since I was like 8, and he remembers us because when they opened, we were some of like the first clients
that like came with him.
Yeah, they're nice. Mormon.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm sure people love hearing me talk about the dentist.
Yeah, getting teeth shattered out of my head.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're gonna do random stuff that Scott doesn't know what it is yet because I just came up with it like an hour ago. But that's fine.
The holiday weekend is a little bit of a hindrance to hitting our podcast schedule. So
especially since we took a whole month off to get ahead and then absolutely did not.
Did not do anything.
But I did want to start out with a quiz from Buzzfeed. It's what percent nerdy are you?
Oh gosh. All the percents. What percent nerdy are you?
Also,
Nerd life equals best life.
If you're wondering if I'm using this as an excuse to drink coffee at 7 p.m. when I don't need it, I am.
See, if I did that, I just wouldn't be able to sleep tonight. So
yeah,
I can't.
It's fine. Anyways, first question. When it comes to Harry Potter, you ...
And the options are: I've read all the books, duh. I've read the books and have seen all the movies. I've only seen the movies. I've read a few books and seen a few movies. I'm not really into Harry Potter, TBH. Yeah. So, for one, I have read all the books and seen all the movies. So,
I really don't know if I've seen like all the movies. Maybe I have now, but that's the most. If I haven't seen all the movies, there's only like one or two I haven't seen, so I'm just gonna click that one anyways.
Yeah.
I just didn't like them when they first came out, you know? Like in 7th grade when we went and saw The Prisoner of Azkaban, I thought that was like the worst thing ever. But the books were really like fresh in my mind.
Yeah.
I think I needed to be further removed from them, you know?
Yeah, makes sense.
Have you ever spent part of your weekend reading a good book?
And the options are definitely part of my weekend, ? I've marathon books for an entire weekend before. I think I have occasionally, or no.
I'm gonna pick definitely because I haven't done this recently, but I definitely have done this.
Yeah, I was kind of on the same boat. Like, I think I'm probably just gonna put I think I have occasionally because it's been years, but you know, there used to be a time where I read quite a bit.
I mean, the last time I would have done this, it would have been for grad school, and the books weren't bad, so I'll just put definitely.
Nice.
All right. We don't know how many questions there are for this either, so
that's true. We're flying in the dark.
They're kind of like appearing as we answer. Have you ever been to a comic book convention?
And then the options, that's the dream, or yes, or I'm not against it, or nah.
Well, I technically went to that one in Pullman, but I don't think it counts. But I'm going to pick that's the dream since my Emerald City hopes were crushed by COVID. And I don't think I'm going to go to this one because it's like, I think I have like a training I have to go to. That's the same week. So I'm going to put that's a dream because that makes the most sense.
I mean, I'm just going to put yes. I don't know if any of the ones I've been to are strictly comic book, but I mean, it's close enough, right?
Have you not been to Emerald City before?
I haven't personally.
See, yeah, no. I think I could go to this because I think my training is like the 16th and 17th, but I also think it might be the 18th, which is just the first day. I don't know. I was depressed that they didn't select me to have a vendor booth, so I didn't buy a ticket.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
True.
Would you ever dress up for a comic book convention? See, I think these BuzzFeed people just mean like.
Yeah, because it's either hell yeah, I have and I would do it again, or no.
I don't know if I'm on the hell yeah level, but I could dress up like a D&D thing, so I could dress up like a die.
You could.
I could be like a D20 that's a crit fail.
Wow. Just be like a beach ball, basically.
Well, beach balls are round, Scott. They're not icodecahedrons.
Yeah, well, you get the idea.
What does your bookshelf currently look like? Mine is the first one, but you can read the answers.
It is overflowing with dozens of books, or I just have my favorites there, or it basically rivals a bookstore, or I have some of my own and some books I've borrowed from friends.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the first one. I have a lot of books.
Overflowing with dozens of books for Kendra.
Hell yeah.
I'm just going to put, I just have my favorites there.
Have you ever watched Doctor Who? Hell yeah. Not the last.
I'm going to put yeah, but it's not really my thing. I think I've seen like 1 or 2 episodes.
I haven't watched the last like few seasons, but when it comes to Game of Thrones, what if I've read one book and seen the first half of the series, but also the last 3 or the first 3 episodes of the last season, and a lot of sprinkled ones in between?
Right.
Which one of these is my answer?
So yeah, when it comes to Game of Thrones, you first option. I love the show. I've read the books, but I'm obsessed with the show. I've heard people talk about it. Literally, I've read and seen it all and can draw you a map of Westeros by heart, or not my kind of thing.
I don't know how to answer this. I own like 4 books. I've only read the first one, and I've seen probably like half of the show, and none of these answers fit that.
I mean, probably if I had to choose one for you, just because, I mean, it would have to be like not my kind of thing.
But I like it. I just haven't.
Yeah, but you didn't like it enough to watch all of it.
Well, it was because I started watching it like during grad school.
Well, now what?
Now I have like problems finishing things.
Since I have only read a couple of the books. I've read some of the books, and then I like the show.
I like want to finish watching it, but I think because like Matilda and Bailey were watching it when I lived with them, and so that was part of the reason why I wasn't watching it, because they'd be like watching it in the living room, and then it was like confusing when I tried to watch it because, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then your memories of elementary school PE class are Tyler Graydon riding over his finger on the little scooter and having to go to the hospital, but I don't think that's going to be an option.
That is not an option. The options are terrible and tragic. I excelled more in the classroom. I liked dodgeball days, or I was pretty awesome at PE, TBH.
Oh, hell yeah, dodgeball. Although terrible and tragic almost fits with what I've said, but not for me. So I feel like I'm not going to pick that one.
Yeah.
What'd you do in your elementary school PE, Scott?
All kinds of things. We did have like dodgeball, but it was like out of homemade like yarn balls.
Wow.
Yeah. We didn't have those really cool like rubber.
You really missed out by not moving here until 6th grade, I guess. You didn't have those little flat scooters with the wheels?
We did have those too.
Oh, because we played some weird game where like the lights were off and you had like flashlights or things that glowed. I think that's when Tyler ran over his fingers.
The most we really ever did with it that I remember is just like racing from one end of the gym to the other.
I think we did that too.
Yeah. It's just like whatever the gym teacher can think about.
You had yarn balls? Mm-hmm. What an Idaho thing.
Oh, yeah.
Could have played dodgeball with pine cones.
I think that would hurt.
Yeah, so. Anyways, which one did you pick?
I was pretty awesome at PE.
You would.
Yeah.
What is the correct number for pi to the 7th number after the decimal? Oh, Jesus.
I know this one.
I don't remember if I
So I'm pretty nerdy, I guess.
I know the first 5.
So that narrows you down to 2.
Yeah, but which one is it now? I think this one. What's the right answer? I already clicked.
It's 3.1415926.
Dang
it! So close.
I really thought the 6 came first. Okay, just anyways, you enjoy learning new words and their meanings.
Yeah, I'll just put true for that.
Yeah, I kind of want word of the day toilet paper.
Word of the day toilet paper. Nice.
Yeah, they have that in Friends. I don't know if you can buy it, though. You've seen at least one episode of the following: Firefly, Sherlock, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and Battlestar Galactica. I'm pretty sure that I've seen at least one episode of all of those except Battlestar Galactica, because I lived with Megan. She's like obsessed with Buffy. And and she watched Firefly a lot, and that has Nathan Fillion, and I've watched all of Sherlock. So yeah, I guess I'll do a few from that list.
I'm doing for sure at least one, because I think I've only watched Sherlock.
Are you a Star Wars or a Star Trek fan?
I think it says either or. So if you're either of those fans.
I don't know if I'm all caps level, but there's no other option. So
yeah, it's like, yes, don't even get me started, or no. And I'll put yes.
You've had friends come to you for homework help. Oh, this is so annoying. Cousins, kids, my nephews.
Mm-hmm. And the options are all the damn time, occasionally, with certain subjects, or not really.
I've had students ask me for help in classes that aren't mine or English.
Yeah, well, you're definitely around it a lot more.
You've helped your parents or siblings with computer trouble. Oh my god, I need an all the damn time for this one.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you're our generation, that's just kind of comes with the
Especially when my
territory.
dad calls me and he's not very good at explain. Like my dad is pretty good, like especially compared to my mom, because he does use
Yeah.
them like so much more. But when my nephew had downloaded that waterbed podcast,
Right.
I couldn't figure out like what he was trying to ask me. I did find out that that was just an episode of a normal podcast that talks about things though, and that was just the name of the episode. But
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know how to help you from
Yeah.
without seeing it. Anyways, also because he has a Motorola and I don't know like anything about those.
True.
Anyways, I'm assuming you also put true on that one.
I did.
I've also helped your mom with things, so you know.
Oh yeah.
You gotta share the parent troubleshooting. Has anyone ever gotten mad at you for correcting their grammar?
And it's LOL, definitely. Sometimes, yeah, or I don't do that.
I'm gonna
Definitely.
I'm gonna do the middle one because I try not to like correct people that much because I feel like it's extra annoying if I do it.
Mm-hmm.
You have a tattoo that most people would consider nerdy, but you think it's rad as hell. I love rad as hell. I feel like I peaked my microphone. But none of my tattoos are nerdy, really, are they? I mean, they're
you
like
could argue
music.
the music one a little bit, but not really.
I don't think nerdy in like this way. I want some. I just haven't gotten those. Oh, so maybe I'll do the third option.
Yeah, I'll do the third option too, just because I don't have any.
I think that we should all get keyblade tattoos. I think I've been saying this for like a while.
Yeah.
Or at least one other time I've said that. But I also want to get like a dice related tattoo. Honestly, I went through my tattoo phase like right before I quit my job. I went back to school, and it's depressing.
Right.
Anyways, have you ever sorted your friends into hog? Yeah, we took the official one.
Yeah. So that is an option. It's either yes, nope, or we took the official Pottermore
Yeah,
sorted
and like all my friends are Slytherins except for like Dakota.
That's right.
When it comes to Lord of the Rings,
you bet I've read the books and seen the movies, or I'm a fan of the movies for sure, or I haven't seen the movies or read the books, or I've only read the book.
I have done both for this one.
I have done both as well.
I read the first Game of Thrones books shortly after finishing reading The Lord of the Rings, and I think I just overdid it on like fantasy, and that's like how I never went back to like the next Game of Thrones book. Also, like so many shifting perspectives in Game of Thrones. Like you get it from like every person. And
true.
Have you ever played any of the following video games? The Legend of Zelda, Halo, World of Warcraft. It's weird to see it all the way written out. Final Fantasy or The Sims. So, but it's not asking if you've played to completion, right?
No, it's just asking if you've played.
So I guess a few, because I had like Twilight Princess for my Wii.
And
I definitely played Halo at Cody's a few times.
Yeah, and I've played Zelda, Halo,
honestly,
and Final Fantasy.
I think I have played a little bit of all of these because Kristen, I think, played WoW, and I think I played a little bit, but never really like played. And I think I tried to get into The Sims because it was really popular, and I just didn't like it. So I'll just put definitely a few of these.
Good deal.
You've played a video game for 5+ hours that wasn't mentioned above. That would be true.
Of course.
That's a short number. I really feel like the people who made this aren't nerds. When it's over, I'm going to click on their profile. Do you have a reading nook? God, I wish. I want a reading nook. I want like a little attic with like a little window, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's either yes, no, God, I wish, like Kendra said, or does my couch count?
Couch does not count.
I'm just going to put no.
Ooh, I found the next quiz we should do. Anyways, you've played Magic the Gathering before.
No, but I know of it. And it's either that or yes or no.
And I want to. You've seen at least one Marvel or DC comic movie? Okay.
Of course.
When it comes to comic books, I guess that's not really my cup of tea.
Yeah, I don't even. I mean, does like manga count? Because
I
we
don't
have
think so.
that,
So I'm pretty sure they're two separate genres.
but
Yeah, I'm gonna go not my cup of tea. But I really
Yeah.
applaud the people who would do I love them so hard in all caps. I wonder how long this quiz is.
I don't know. We're still trugging.
You have an absolute favorite book series that you tell everyone about. A series?
It's either true or false. I'm gonna put false for me.
Yeah, I don't think I have like one specific series that. I mean, I guess, like obviously Harry Potter was like probably the first one I really read, but it's not like I tell everyone about it. So
Yeah.
You've cried when your favorite character in a book series died.
That's either yes, okay, in all caps, or no. And I never really have. So
I don't think I've read a lot of books where my favorite character has died, honestly, because I feel like I usually like the hero.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes
heroes die.
I'm gonna pick no. Have you ever spent hours in a certain fandom's online forum?
So it's either LOL yes, or maybe an hour okay, or no.
I don't know, maybe an hour.
I'm gonna put LOL yes.
I don't think my attention span lets me deep dive for more than an hour. You've created a Tumblr or website geared towards your favorite fandom? No.
No, that's definitely.
But I follow my favorites. Does that mean like on Instagram? Or like Reddit?
That's asking about.
Like if I
guess you could argue that.
No, but I follow them.
Yeah.
Does that? I mean, no one really uses. Well, I never really used Tumblr.
And you don't really follow a website.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused by the phrasing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do no since I follow like all the people I like on social media, and I follow like subreddits for things. We didn't have those. You took honors classes in school.
I mean, the closest thing we did have, right?
Yeah, I guess because we took,
we took advanced classes, whatever you want to call them.
Classes that were not specifically for a grade level, I guess.
Yeah.
Did you ever play an instrument in your school's band? Some of these answers are really aggressive.
Yeah, it's yes, I was in band and I am proud, or no. And I was not, so no.
I was. Hermione Granger is basically your spirit animal. I don't know. There needs to be a middle answer.
Yeah. It's either yes or no. I wouldn't say so.
I'm going to put no, I guess.
Yeah, same.
Your parents or roommates have forgotten you were home because you were quietly reading. This is asking me to like dig really far back in the.
Yeah, if this would have happened, it would have been back when I was in like middle school.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess not. No. Yeah, I was gonna say I guess nothing that like is a monumental memory. You've been to an indie or independent bookstore before. I mean, that's not hard.
Yeah, easily.
Book people.
Oh, and finally, this must be the last question.
Oh, snap. Nah, my vision is great.
That's true. Yeah. It's either yes, I need them to see. We know a lot of people like that. No, I prefer contacts. Nah, my vision is great. No, but I secretly wish I did. Or yes, sometimes when I don't want to mess with contacts.
I feel like blue light glasses without prescriptions are a little bit more popular now than they were when this was created. I'm still laughing about Sawyer being like, you can see that.
Oh yeah. You can see that?
What percentage did you get?
94.
That's what I got. Why do we always get the same?
The same exact things. Wow.
You are definitely more geeky than not. You deeply identify with your particular Hogwarts house. And actually, I do at least. I don't know how you feel about that. And actually enjoy learning new things. There's truly no shame in your nerd game. Hell yeah. But I do deeply identify with my Hogwarts house. And like my students and stuff can very accurately guess what I am. Yeah. And makes sense. One day, because on my quiz, I had my horoscope, astrological sign. And one of my students was like, but you don't seem overly emotional. And I was like, I am when I'm not here.
I just hide it very well.
She was like, oh, okay. Okay, I have some stuff pulled up in case we decide to do more than just quizzes, but I want to do this one that is we know exactly what percent edgy you were growing up based on how many of these things you did.
Yeah, I see that pop up down here.
Oh, also, let's see. This person who did the nerdy one is Farrah Penn, a BuzzFeed junior writer who has 1,855 posts, but there's no other information. Are you a nerd? Anyways,
love it.
Is she in the room?
No, she's clawing at the door.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna take this edgy one, and in case you were wondering, me and Scott were so edgy. Like Scott moved here in 6th grade. And just edgy. Middle school edgy, high school
like a razor blade.
So sharp.
Yeah.
All right. Where's the quiz at? Oh, right down here.
You have to scroll down a little way. It's like the third picture.
Did you ever pretend your mechanical pencil was a needle?
I feel like everyone that had one did this. So
I'm gonna click yes. I don't know if I was pretending it was a needle, but I definitely did that.
Of course, you have to.
Oh, did I ever actually do that? I kind of think I did.
Yeah, so it's like, did you ever stick a safety pin through your skin like so, and it's just like the top layer on the finger? And
is this just like really big millennial things? Like, if a Gen Zer was to take this, would they be like, "Ooh, who does that?"
Probably, yeah. Be like, you guys were allowed to have safety pins?
Did you ever pretend to smoke pretzel sticks like they were a cigarette?
I mean, yeah. Who doesn't do that?
I feel like our lives were sad.
Well, maybe if you boil them down to this.
Did you ever listen to My Chemical Romance? Not to the extent of you, but I guess I would say yes.
I mean, I only even listened to a few songs.
Yeah,
I don't even
which
really
is probably like the same ones as me because you burnt me so many CDs.
Yeah. So I'll just put yes tentatively.
Did you ever listen to Panic at the Disco?
Yeah, definitely listen to them.
Did you ever listen to Fall Out Boy? Yeah. Although honestly, probably Fall Out Boy and Panic at the Disco more now than I did Jimmy Eat World. Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. We had lots of
dark
CDs
blue,
flying around
dark
with those.
Blue. Have you ever been alone in a crowded room? If you haven't listened to that song before,
right.
And Jack's Mannequin, also very good. Did you ever listen to Avril Lavigne? He was a skater boy. She said, "See you later, boy."
Yeah, I mean, does it count? Like, is this counting? Like, just listen to it when it was on, or did you go seek it out to listen?
This one I probably would have listened to the least out of the.
I'll just put no on this.
Yeah,
one.
Out of all the options that we had, so far.
Mm-hmm.
Paramore, yes. Misery Business, man, that Riot album, so good. Did you ever set a lyric? Oh, did I set a lyric ever on AIM? Probably.
So I never set
one of those bands. It wouldn't have been from one of those bands if I did it.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna say no, anyways.
I've never set a lyric like that, but I've definitely typed like that before. I mean, because you have.
Yeah, I don't think I was ever, because I went through kind of like a phase where I was like, I don't want to do things that are popular. I'm sure I still did though. Man, do you remember how much we used to talk on that? Because like I feel like I'd get home from school and then we'd like message on AIM for like 5 hours.
Yeah, just be like whatever in the background of whatever we were doing.
Yeah, because like I used the computer so much more than anyone else did. Anyways, I'm gonna put no on that. Okay. I wanted to go to Warped Tour, but Leanna wouldn't let me.
Yeah, it's just asking if you ever went or not, and I have not.
Have you ever shopped at Hot Topic? Yes.
Of course.
Did you wear black eyeliner? No.
Oh, no. Did not do that.
Wore these animal hats with the long strings. I did not do that.
Did not do that either.
Did you own Converse? Yes.
I did have a couple pairs.
No high tops. I very specifically only had low.
Yeah.
Did you draw on your Converse? No.
No, did
not. Did you draw on your hands with Sharpie or pen? No, I don't think to the extent that it's asking.
No, like giving yourself like fake tattoos.
Yeah. I think a couple times someone else did. I don't think I had fingerless gloves.
I definitely had a pair.
You definitely did have fingerless gloves.
Yeah.
No fishnet tights for me. That's not really my style.
It's fishnet fingerless gloves again. But no, I did not have those.
What? Mine says fishnet tights.
Oh, mine doesn't.
That's weird.
It says, did you own fishnet fingerless gloves?
I wonder if yours like glitched.
Oh, maybe you skipped one because mine is, do you own fishnet tights?
Well, mine goes from did you own fingerless gloves to Did you own fishnet tights? Like I scrolled up and checked.
Oh, well, I got an extra one, I guess.
All right.
Maybe it only asks if you did have them.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, probably. Did you read graphic novels? No, I didn't read any until college. So should I put no?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna put no.
Did you have a fake nose piercing? No. Did you
have a real nose piercing?
Well, not until I was 28, so I'm gonna put no. And I didn't get my ears pierced until college.
Yeah, now it's just asking, did you have any other facial piercings, fake or otherwise? And that's a no for me.
Did you own a beanie? Yeah, I mean, who didn't?
Yeah, you own a beanie. I didn't wear it that much, but I had one.
Did you watch 13 before you turned 13?
What even is that?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm thinking probably not if I don't know what it is.
13, 2003 film with Nikki Reed. An American teen drama film. I mean, we would have watched this before we were 13, but the film plot follows Tracy, a 7th grade student in Los Angeles who begins dabbling in substance abuse, sex, and crime after being befriended by a troubled classmate.
Well, not me.
Not ringing any bells in this nog.
Nope.
Did you watch The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy?
Yes.
I don't even know what that is, honestly. Oh, yeah. Courage the Cowardly Dog? Hell yeah.
Did watch that, yep.
Did I watch Cartoon Network more than Disney or Nickelodeon?
Yeah, of course.
Did I?
Had Toonami on it.
What shows were on Cartoon Network?
Like those ones you just talked about: Grim Adventures, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Powerpuff Girls, all that. And then when it was late night, it was like all the anime stuff. So
I don't know if I watched Cartoon Network more than Nickelodeon. I did watch a lot of Nickelodeon.
You probably didn't because you were all in the like Boy Meets World and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no. I did I know I watched a lot of Cartoon Network shows, but different ones from you. So that's how come I don't know if I watched more. I'm gonna put no. Did you watch MTV? I never really watched it.
We watched it like in the mornings, like before we went to school, like just music videos and stuff.
I don't know. Should I put yes or no? Because I think I did that too, but I don't. But I feel like people like watched MTV, and I didn't do that. I'm gonna put no. Did you watch Family Guy, American Dad, The Simpsons, or South Park? Yeah.
Whoa, what did I get one skipped? My next one is.
I said no to MTV.
Oh, so I got another. Okay, one of these. Did you watch it secretly? No.
That's how come I said no, because I don't think it was asking in the.
Yeah.
Do you have a drums one now?
No, I'm on the Family Guy, American Dad, which I've watched all of those.
Yeah.
And then did I play the drums? No, I did not play the drums.
Yes.
Did you play guitar? No.
Were you in band? Yeah.
In a band, not in band.
Oh. No.
No.
But I think it gave me the next question anyways, because it says, did your band play at any sort of battle of bands?
Oh.
Did you own a leather belt with studs? Never got that far.
No.
Did you own combat boots? No.
I just had hiking boots. I never had combat boots.
Yeah, me too. I mean, that doesn't count. Did you own Doc Martens? No.
No.
Did you own any Happy Bunny clothing? No, I did not. No. Did you own any checkered clothing?
I definitely had at least a couple checkered things.
Yeah, I think so. Nothing like big, but did you own this American Apparel hoodie? I have never owned any American Apparel clothing.
Yeah, in teal or purple specifically.
Garrett Dota flashbacks.
Oh, did you have this kind of sweater? It's like one of those, what do they call these?
I don't know.
It's not like a poncho, but it's like one of the like Mexican style.
It says Baja Joe drug rug in the link.
I did not have one.
Did you own a skeleton sweatshirt? No.
No.
Skeleton leggings? No. I don't think we're gonna be very edgy.
Plaid, I don't think so.
I think I wanted plaid pants. I don't know if I ever had any, so I'm gonna put no.
I didn't have any.
Skinny jeans were not popular yet, unless you were edgy. Did you skateboard? No.
No.
Did you watch Skins? No.
No.
Did you have a Tumblr? No.
No.
Did you wear band tees?
I had a couple.
I don't think I had any in high school. So. Did you wear a tank top over a short sleeve or long sleeve? No, never did that.
Did you wear it? Oh, no. Yeah.
I didn't drink Monster in high school. Thank God. I probably would have.
I did.
Did you ever have? No, because I didn't know how to do my hair and I parted it down the middle.
I mean, yeah, I'd never put any
You
effort
maybe
into it,
could
but I had
maybe
long hair.
you could maybe do the next one. I don't know.
No. Yeah, mine's probably closer to that second one.
I mean, I wasn't trying to be. None of these are me, so I'm just gonna say.
Did you dye your hair black?
No.
Did you bleach your hair? I did have like bleach tips at one time, like highlight. Oh, but yes. Ever dye a colored streak in your hair? No. Did you use hair gel? Yes. Did you tease your hair?
What is going on? Mine is being so slow right now.
Oh no.
Hopefully it's not.
I never tease my hair. I guess let me know when you get there.
I did that.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
You like cut out for a sec, now you're back?
Did you?
Oh no.
Should really figure out if that's Zoom or not. Did you wear a little headband with a bow or flower on it?
No.
Not. Did you
wear hair extensions? No.
Oh, is my internet being slow?
Uh-oh, internet.
I tried to look into Zoom stuff and I just couldn't find any that were cheaper.
Oh, like alternate.
I mean, I'm not getting as good as normal, but I'm still getting 182. Oh, nope, it's still going. 2. Yeah, okay, 300. I think Zoom just makes it glitchy.
Yeah, I think Zoom just kind of sucks.
It's doing super hot that this is just continuing to get longer. Did you own black and white striped tights? No.
No.
Did you own a vest? I mean, it was a school spirited vest, but I did own a vest. Yeah. It was not denim or leather.
No. Did it have studs? No.
Did you ever randomly wear a tie over tank top or t-shirt?
No.
And finally, did you own a stud cuff bracelet?
I don't think. And you are starting to sound like a robot now, too.
Great. Do I still sound like a robot? I was really hoping I wasn't going to have to actually edit, but now I'm going to have to.
Not in this moment, you don't.
All right, what percentage did you get?
I clicked finish the quiz.
What'd you get?
I am 47% edgy.
How did you get such higher than me? I got 16%.
16? Oh my God.
I feel like there wasn't that much. What?
Didn't feel like we did that much different.
Yeah.
That's weird. At least we're not the same for once, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
It says, you may have tried to be edgy, but you didn't exactly succeed. You were definitely really into at least one emo band, but you never fully entered that scene.
I already closed mine, but I take a screenshot of it. My computer's just being really slow right now.
No good.
Mine said, where'd it go? I just opened the picture. Where'd the picture? Oh, there's almost nothing about you that's edgy. Wow. Sure, you might have participated in a few 2000s emo trends here and there, but you were probably much more of a Britney Spears kid than a Paramore kid. And that is so completely wrong because I hated Britney Spears so much.
Right.
I wonder, that's weird. I put yes to like band, guitar. Like you just had the fingerless gloves and the haircut. Is that what it was?
I guess it must have been. I don't know what else it was.
Well,
so how about that?
That's depressing. Well, I did have a couple links open. Maybe that will work better then. We could go over one of them really quick. I found, because I searched weird video game theories or something, I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
And some of these aren't going to make sense to me, but I found 20 really creepy video game theories that totally make sense.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
So number 20, have you ever played Shadow of the Colossus?
Yeah.
So this theory is that, I have no knowledge of this, but this theory is that Wander and Mono aren't a couple. I don't know what that means.
Which I'm assuming one guy's like the main character and the other one.
It says that the game starts with Wander carrying a woman named Mono's body to the Forbidden Lands on the back of his horse Argo.
Yeah.
And it says nothing about their relationship is confirmed. And that
No, it's not. Like Shadow of the Colossus is a very straightforward game. Like you do that and then you just go hunt giant colossi things.
Anyways, that one I didn't know, but some of them I did. Pokemon The Great War. Pokemon The Great Pokemon War.
Okay.
Pokemon is one of the most popular video game franchises of all time, and many fan theories exist about the monster catching and battling franchise. One compelling theory that explains the logic of some of the more bizarre aspects of the Pokemon universe is the Pokemon War theory. The theory goes like this. Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow take place just a few years after a devastating war between Kanto, is that how you say that? And a rival nation, or possibly even a world war involving the use of Pokemon, that you and your rival both lost parents in the war and are now among the first generation of young people born in a post-war age. This would explain why you have no father in the game and your rival is an orphan, why your mother recognizes you as the man of the house, and why 10-year-old children are allowed to wander on journeys around the world without supervision. With this in mind, other parts of the Pokemon world, such as the prevalence of hospitals and gyms, the lack of adult males except for the elderly, or those involved in organized crime, such as Team Rocket, and the lack of infrastructure and population suddenly seem much more ominous.
All right. Well, maybe there's a little bit there.
Yeah.
Who knows? Have not heard that one before.
This is from thegamer.com also. I found a Screen Rant one, but I didn't like it as much. Gotcha. Number 18, Destiny. The Guardians are the darkness. It says that the plot of Destiny seems pretty straightforward. The Guardians are the defenders of good, and the Traveler is a benevolent vessel, entity, or deity that helped spawn humanity's golden age and then sacrificed itself to save the last of humanity after an evil force called the Darkness nearly wiped them out. You are the good guy because the Guardians fight to protect the Traveler from the Darkness, which is an evil thing that caused the end of the Golden Age, known as a collapse. Sounds pretty black and white, right? In fact, it sounds almost generic, and Destiny has been criticized for it. But what if there was more to the story than we realized? Some fans have theorized that the Guardians are the Darkness. Fallen dregs in the game have been heard to shout in garbled speak, something which sounds an awful lot like it's the Darkness when you engage them. I don't know. I didn't read the whole
reaching
one there,
a little bit. Yeah.
I think that's the point. Super Mario Bros. Every Mario game is just a performance. So this says that
like a play they're putting on or something.
Yeah. It says that the events. Okay, so this says that there are two famous game theories about Super Mario Bros. 2 and 3. That the events of 2 were a dream and never happened, and that the curtains, hanging stage blocks, and flat worlds indicate that 3 is really a stage performance where Mario and his friends are actors. A theory which has recently been confirmed. So that's one mystery solved, but what if the rabbit hole goes even deeper than that? To begin with, the Mario series contains just about every type of game you could imagine. The Mario game seems to be comfortable in just about any genre. A fan theory states that the idea goes beyond one game, and Mario and his crew are really just a group of actors who play whatever parts the various games require them to, and that every Mario game has been a stage performance.
Okay.
And it says that in Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine, they refer to their levels as episodes and are presented like episodes of a television show. I have not played either of those, so.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. And
it says the Mario Party game also resembles reality TV.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
And that it would explain why the characters go from being bitter rivals to bosom buddies at the drop of a hat. And in the style of the Truman Show, we can see flying Lakitu camera crews. Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
In several of the games, including Mario 64 and all the Mario Kart series, which is also true.
True. Yeah.
All right. Pokemon Go. The game has a dark secret. Yep.
You're grinding up Pokemon for candy.
The mobile game Pokemon Go was the feel-good hit of the summer, providing some much-needed relief to the disastrous year of 2016. It was nostalgic, it was cute, it was refreshing, and most of all, it was fun. Seemingly having no connection to the games before it, or did it? Before long, lingering questions bugging Pokemon fans started popping up. Where does Go fit into the Pokemon canon? Why does the system of catching and training Pokemon seem so different? And most of all, what is the true significance of the 3 teams the players have to choose from? Mystic, Valor, and Instinct. And why are none of them in the Generation 1 games? The theory goes like this. Pokemon Go is the very first game in the Pokemon timeline, and most importantly, is about the build-up to the great Pokemon War that devastates the world.
But why? What? I guess what else is evidence?
In Pokemon Go, not all the 151 first-generation Pokemon are present in the game because they haven't been discovered yet, and Professor Oak hasn't made the first Pokédex. Aerodactyl, Omanyte, and Kabuto are extinct by Generation 1 and can only be revived through fossils. But in Go, they are seen in the wild. When you encounter Pokemon, trainers only throw Pokeballs, and you can't weaken them first because the strategic combat hasn't been invented. Trainers can't teach their Pokemon new moves because there are no experienced trainers, and TMs and HMs don't exist. Trainers also don't know how to use battles to level up their Pokemon, so instead they use candies. The traditional gym and gym leader structure of the league also doesn't exist, so gyms switch hands all the time. It says, now for the scary part, Team Valor, Team Mystic, and Team Instinct are the three competing factions with very different belief systems that end up starting the Great Pokemon War over the question of artificial Pokemon like Porygon and Mewtwo. A war so violent that by Generation 1, all of them are gone, annihilated in the frenzy of the war, banished from history, and all memory without a trace, or perhaps even outright banned due to the destruction their competing ideologies caused. A war in which candy was outlawed is unethical, making them very, very hard to find. Dare we say, rare candies?
Yeah. When was this article made, though?
Good question. 2017.
Yeah, so now we have new games, though, that are like Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu, which are just the remakes of the original. And you don't battle in those either, but they're gyms and stuff. And then they have the new game Arceus, which is literally like way back in time, like when they're setting up civilizations. So
who knows, man?
I don't know. I mean, the candy thing is interesting.
Do you know anything about Mass Effect 3?
Not really.
Okay, we'll skip that. Majora's Mask.
Majora's Mask.
Link is dead and represents the 5 stages of grief.
Yeah, I mean that's the myth as old as time. Everyone thinks he's dead. I think that's almost even canon that he is dead in that game. He died in Ocarina of Time, and that's the version of him that's dead.
All right, I don't need to read anything. Metal Gear Solid 3.
I know of it.
It says the entire thing is a virtual mission.
Is it though?
It says if there's one thing that Metal Gear Solid series has experience with, it's convoluted plot twists, since the endlessly unfolding plot continues to shock us all these years later. It's only fitting that Metal Gear Solid should have more than its fair share of conspiracy theories. One of the most intriguing ideas is that Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater isn't a prequel, but in fact nothing more than a virtual reality simulation based on real events, a la Assassin's Creed. If it sounds a bit lazy to fall back on the old "this isn't really happening" theory, fans have found real evidence for this theory.
But I guess then technically it still did happen. Sure, maybe in the game you're not the one that was the original one that's happening to, but you're still playing through real events. So, sure. Chicken and the egg, whatever.
Animal Crossing, about a child abducting cult.
Okay.
On the surface, Animal Crossing seems like a really happy and uplifting game about a human living in a village with kindly anthropomorphic animals that love decorating, fishing, bug catching, and other fun activities. But according to one fan theory, Animal Crossing is about a child being kidnapped and indoctrinated into a cult. Animal Crossing begins with a player character, a human child, being transported to the village by a bizarre duck-like creature called Captain, who is modeled after the Japanese mythological creature, the Kappa, known for kidnapping children. In some games, you wake up in the back of Captain's car almost as though you were drugged. Once the character arrives in the village, that obviously is a different version of Animal Crossing than what I've played.
Yeah.
There's already a house waiting for you, so the whole village knew you were coming. You're immediately buried underneath a mountain of debt, and the animals living there put you to work to pay it off. Even after you pay off your non-consensual house loan, Tom Nook upgrades your house with or without your permission, keeping you in constant debt. Oh, and if you try to leave, the guards stop you at the gate. So there you are, trapped in a village where you're dependent on your captors for everything, and they never stop watching you, giving you no hope of escape. It seems Animal Crossing has less in common with a community simulation than it does with Jonestown. And might I add that if I were to add on to this theory, it would be that maybe the animals that you're living with are furries.
Whoa, that definitely changes the tone of things, I would say.
I mean, so does children being kidnapped.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I don't know. It's weird, dude. But I mean, all those facts are right. I mean,
Yeah.
you're always in debt and you're always working for things. So
Yeah. Do you know anything about Bloodborne?
some, not a ton.
This says that you're drinking menstrual blood.
Okay.
But
Well,
I don't
know
have
about that.
any context about this game, so I'm not gonna read it because I don't understand.
Okay.
Kirby 64.
I don't know much about it.
Well, apparently Earth has been destroyed.
Oh, okay.
Because it travels to a world known as the Shiver Star planet. Shiver Star? I guess so. Which from orbit looks identical to Earth, and the same single moon in its orbit, but the surface is completely covered in ice. But the places Kirby visits on the planet soon reveal it's not the Ice Age. He stumbles upon a factory and a shopping mall with the autonomous machinery and patrol robots in perfect working order, but there are no humans. There's no other logical explanation. Shiver Star is Earth, and humans have been wiped out by a nuclear holocaust or a new ice age.
Snap.
Donkey Kong Country. I don't know if I ever played Donkey Kong Country. Which console was that on?
Is it N64?
Yes, I definitely didn't. Did you play it?
No, Cheyenne did.
Well, it's talking about allegory for the Banana Wars.
Banana Wars? Why are there so many just weird wars?
We like to think that Donkey Kong series is just about a well-dressed gorilla and his ape pal seeking to recover a horde,
aka a single pie.
Yeah, a horde of bananas from a wicked crocodile monarch by throwing a lot of barrels, but using a bit of world history. A well-researched fan theory argues that Donkey Kong Country is an allegory for American imperialism in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, a period known as the Banana Wars. That's a real thing, the Banana Wars. The Banana Wars were one of my students talked about in a presentation. The Banana Wars were a series of interventions and occupations by the United States against countries in Central America and the Caribbean after the Spanish-American War, during which the U.S. gained control of Cuba and Puerto Rico, allowing it to plunder states like Honduras, Nicaragua, Mexico, and the Dominican Republic and Haiti, frequently on behalf of the United Fruit Company known as Chiquita, which gained domination over the banana trade. The theory says that Donkey Kong Country symbolizes one of these countries under siege from the game's villain, King K. Rool, an allegory for President Teddy Roosevelt. Teddy's name even looks similar to K. Rool. Don't know how. I mean, he was often drawn in caricature as a king. Its bananas have been stolen by an invading military force. K. Rool's army has units that wear helmets and insignia with a striking resemblance to American soldiers. Notably, K. Rool is a crocodile and doesn't even like bananas, which would imply he's stealing them for economic reasons. The broken railways and heavily polluted levels throughout the game symbolize America's destruction of the rail system and environment in these countries. Near the end of the game, there are even references to oil, and you fight K. Rool on a pirate ship, which seems odd until you remember the U.S. and United Fruit had a habit of enforcing their politics via naval vessels.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's a theory rooted in history.
There you go. Yeah.
One of my students did a presentation about that. Anyways,
nice.
Pokemon Red and Blue. You killed Gary's Raticate?
Raticate, yeah.
I don't know. Creepypasta about Pokemon have become widespread in recent years, and one of the most disturbing among the fandom is the idea that you are responsible for the death of your rival's. What did you say that word was?
Raticate.
When you encounter your rival in the creepy ghost-ridden Lavender Town, he asks why you're in the Pokemon Tower since you don't have any dead Pokemon to mourn. This would seem to imply that he himself has lost a Pokemon. Astute fans have noticed that at this point in the game, your rival no longer has the Raticate that he used in previous battles, the last of which being the one aboard the USS Anne.
Huh. I guess that'd be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Portal 2?
I know some about Portal.
Portal 2?
Yeah, I mean, I've played it, but
it says Cave Johnson and Caroline are Chell's parents.
I don't know much about that.
It says in Portal 2, the player finds a Bring Your Daughter to Work day with multiple science fair projects by the daughter of employees. One of these projects, an experiment involving a potato that has grown to a huge size, has a scribble in the corner that says "Bye, Chell." Since there probably aren't a lot of girls named Chell, this proves that she was the daughter of an Aperture Science employee.
Snap. Yeah,
there's more hints, so that one's long. I don't want to read it.
Mhm.
First portal, companion cubes have people in them.
Oh, I think I have heard that before.
It says a weighted companion cube from Portal has an inanimate object with pink hearts on it that helps you solve puzzles, press buttons, and open doors. One fan theory suggests that companion cubes are weighted because they contain the dead or dying bodies of failed test subjects. The name of the achievement you get when you incinerate the cube is fratricide, just as the previous of test subjects are your brethren. Also, the cube is easily large enough to fit a human inside. Eerily, GLaDOS tells Chell that the companion cube can't talk, and if it ever does, it should be ignored, which would seem to imply they both can talk and should be listened to. I don't know. Elder Scrolls and Fallout are in the same universe.
Huh? I mean, I guess I wouldn't put it past it.
I don't know enough about either of those. In Fallout 4, there's a research facility aboard the Brotherhood of Steel's airship where you can see a variety of plants, animals, and specimens. The facility houses an experimental plant that glows and has healing properties. It just so happens that these plants look strikingly similar to Nirnroot, the well-known plant from the Elder Scrolls series. Computer logs about the plant are filed under NRT, which could be shorthand for Nirnroot, and the plant is described as being found, quote, at the mouth of the river, while in Elder Scrolls, Nirnroot only grows near the water. But it also says that it may just be an Easter egg.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess that's always possible.
Silent Hill 2.
I don't know a ton about it.
It says that Mary's body was in James' car trunk the whole time.
Yes.
One of my students in my first trimester of fantasy sci-fi horror was like really into all the Silent Hill games.
Yeah.
Fallout 3.
Never played it myself.
It says mysterious Morse code messages predicted the BP disaster.
Oh, okay.
Braid?
No idea.
It says the game is about the atomic bomb, but I've never heard of this game. It says that it's an acclaimed indie hit, relatively simple in its plot. You are the boy in a private school uniform, Tim, who, in the style of Mario, tries to use his powers to reverse time to rescue a princess from a monster. But I've never heard of that game, so I don't know.
Me neither, actually.
Number 1 out of this list of 20, Skyrim. Bug jars to trigger the end of the world.
Bug jars?
It says the Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim, which I played not that much.
Some of.
Is so huge that despite it being almost 6 years since its release, players are still finding new secrets in it and new fan theories to boot. But none of them are as in-depth and so crazy it just might be true as the bug jar conspiracy. Scattered across the icy land of Skyrim are 5 unique glass jars, each containing 5 different insects: a butterfly, a torch bug, a dragonfly, a moth, and a bee, and rune inscriptions carved into the lid. The translated runes point to 5 specific major cities throughout Skyrim, which form a pentagon when put on the map. Several other key locations inside that form another pentagon, and in the center of this is the Shrine of Talos. There have been many different explanations for the real meaning of the jars, but the most popular explanation is that these bugs and locations are part of a huge transmutation circle across the entire map of Skyrim to perform a powerful summoning ritual that will trigger the apocalypse and bring an end to mankind. In this theory, which ties into the Elder Scrolls lore about the towers of Mundus, the Thalmor are set to perform a bizarre ritual that will cause the end of the mortal world. So you can't really do anything with that. That's just a theory.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure I wouldn't put it past them to like do some kind of Easter egg type thing like that.
Do you have any video game theories?
Not off the top of my head, no. So, I mean, I think you covered a good amount there.
I don't think I've ever played a video game concisely or in depth enough to have a theory about it. I mean, really,
Right.
the only like RPG game I've ever finished is Kingdom Hearts, and that took like half of my life.
Years.
But I'd never like played it to completion. Like I never went back and got like, everything in like every space. So
Right.
I mean, I don't even know if I ever finished like Super Mario Bros. Because we had it on Super Nintendo. And my mom got rid of all that because she thought that since I bought my PlayStation 2, it made sense, even though it didn't.
Right.
She took it to Goodwill.
Yeah, someone
it still
scored good
worked,
there.
and we had so many games. So stupid.
Mm-hmm. Dang.
Dang boomers. Anyways, I guess that's enough for a whole episode.
Yeah, we did kind of impromptu. Kendra found some stuff because of the holiday weekend. So figured you'd rather do something short today instead of me prep today and then do it tomorrow because that would suck.
Yeah. I need to play Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
I still have it.
Gotta do it, man.
Did I download? I think I even downloaded it onto my PlayStation 5.
I thought you did, yeah.
Because I was like, well, maybe if it's on this one, I'll play it.
Right. And then you're like, nah.
Yeah.
Not yet, anyway.
Also, what was that game I started playing after you got your PlayStation 5? Was that God of War or something else? With like the lion guy?
Oh, that's just called Godfall. That's just like one of the opening games for the PS5. It wasn't that great. I never even finished it, so yeah.
I need to play Elden Ring. One last thing before we stop. There's a 4th of July bundle. Have you seen it?
No.
The operator skin is a football player.
That's weird.
Yeah, and Keaton and I were like, why? Like, at least make it like a seasonal sport, like baseball. Like, if you're gonna have like for the 4th of July, like, why is it a football skin? And I mean, I think
guess American football.
But isn't baseball still considered America's pastime?
Yeah, that's what they say.
I don't know. It mostly just like if it was a pack coming out in like the fall, I could understand that. But it's literally baseball season.
Yeah.
And it's like the middle of the season. And like all of the baseball games have fireworks,
That's true. Yeah. I
was like way more triggered by that as someone who used to be like really into baseball, I think, than I should have been. And there was like stupid people running around, and the skin is just so obnoxious. It's like in all white, it has a helmet.
Yeah. That's strange. I'll have to look at that.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool stuff,
Cool, slick, neat.
Not rad.
Not rad.
Nay.
Oh, all right.
Well, I guess we can stop.
Suppose we can wrap this one up.
Hell yeah. Do you have anything to normal plug, not butt plug this time?
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I don't think so off the top of my head.
Okay. Well, you can find our website at bit.ly/5mmpod. I posted a blog post the week before last week about the D&D movie, just the first one. I was going to do a second one. I haven't had time yet, but did make a nice comparison between Domador and Joey's Ichiban blue lipstick in
I did see that.
Friends. And I made that the like photo that shows up. So you can check that out. You can also, I'll plug the Patreon, even though we don't have any patrons. We do have a Patreon if you would like us to have passion for this. We would do more things if we had money. And that's patreon.com/5mpod. You can send us an email. Jackie, you said you were going to send us an email about One Piece, but we haven't received it yet. So you can send that to 5FIVE more minutes pod@gmail.com. And you can follow us on all of our socials. I have been being bad about posting at TikTok because they never get as many views. And I tried yesterday and I got 11 views. And I was like, this is how come I don't post on TikTok.
Nice.
I don't know. But you can find us at 5, the number 5, MMPOD on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and the Twitter. And you can use the hashtag 5MMPOD. And you can also leave us a rating and a review, and maybe we'll read some of them.
Yeah, read some of them, and then in the future, we'll do some kind of raffle or something for them.
Yeah, and I actually was going to shout out this podcast that I found in one of the podcast promotion Facebook groups that I'm in, because it was actually pretty good and got a similar vibe to ours. They kind of summarize all the things that they like. It's called Chase and Josh, Factor Fantasy.
Look at that.
Yeah, and they're currently discussing the Lord of the Rings Return of the King. But they do kind of like a review and an analysis. Is a little bit more specific than ours, in that they've been doing like the Lord of the Rings books for, several episodes.
Right.
But they also talked about the Batman movie. That's the one I listened to. And they talk about The Witcher. Like they talk about all the stuff, all the good shows and stuff is what they're doing. So
nice.
Yeah,
that's cool. Cool.
Hell yeah. And last but not least, you can share us with your friends and family, your friends who are your family, and your family who's more like friends and family.
Yeah, you can do that, and we'll clock out and see you guys next time.
Bye.
See you.